Hey everyone, my name is Kayla Canoe, writer and aspiring author. I come to you today with the Authortube Newbie Tag. So I didn't actually get tagged in the Authortube Newbie Tag, but I saw a couple people had them on their channels and I figured it would be a great way to introduce myself. So, with further ado, I will begin with the questions. Also, note that this tag originally came from Cam at Wolfshot Publishing. I will be linking him below. So, question number 1. I have my notebook all right here. How did you find out about Authortube? Well, about 1.5 years ago, maybe closer to 2 years, I stumbled upon the wonderful lady, Kim Chance. She has writer videos on her channel, and I must have been looking for some advice with my writing, stumbled upon her, and ever since, I have kind of followed along with her channel, which led me to other author-tubers, and has led me here to making my own author channel. I will also leave a link to her channel below. You should check her out. She's great. Question number 2. What genres do you like to write in? Well, I am currently working on my first novel, and it is a fantasy. I definitely lean towards fantasy, but not just fantasy, like fantasy with a really strong romance subplot thrown into it. And then also new adult, definitely new adult. Question number 3. What is your preferred writing tense? Point of view and category of story. Well, my book actually features multiple points of view, so I guess first person. I like the first person past tense perspective. I feel like, at least for this particular book that I'm writing, it really helps the reader to feel what my characters are feeling and really hear their inner thoughts. Throughout the book, they're all kind of thinking differently, and there's my cat. But yeah, so I like the first person perspective and decided to do multi-perspectives because a challenge sounded really fun. Question number 4. Are you a plotter, a pantser, or a plancer? None of the above. So I have tried really hard to outline and plot, and I can get some of that down. And with my current book that I've been working on for a few years now, my biggest issue has been plotting. But I'm also not a plancer, or prancer. Pantser. I'm not a pantser, because although I do tend to sit down and write and keep going and keep going and keep going, when I do that, my story goes from what I wanted it to be to, ooh, I just threw in this, and that, and none of it goes along with my actual story plot, so then I have to go back and rewrite it. Therefore, I'm not really a plotter, and I'm not really a pantser, and I could maybe be a plancer, because I'm assuming that's a combination of both, but I'm more of a wannabe planner, but a wannabe plotter. I'm a wannabe plotter because I'd really like to have a strong outline. Just haven't gotten myself there yet. Number 5. Are you published, self-published, looking to be published, or not yet published? I am not yet published. Again, I am working on my first novel. I am several chapters into this beast. I'm most likely going to self-publish when I'm finished, just based off of some research that I've done. I like to maintain control in my life, which I will carry over into the control of publishing my novel. Number 6. What publishing company, literary agent, or publishing firm are you represented by? And if you're not represented, because I am not represented, what is your dream publishing house or literary agency? Well, this question kind of doesn't apply to me because, as I just said, I would like to self-publish. I'm not against publishing companies or literary agents. I just like to have control of my life and everything else. Number 7. What Authortube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? Well, since this is a tag, you'll probably find a couple of tags on here used, mostly to get to know me and what I'm into, like writing and of course reading. You'll also find probably some book reviews, some whips. In my next video, I'm probably going to tell you a little bit more about this novel that I've mentioned a few times. There may or may not come some tip videos and, maybe some day in the life of a writer videos. Basically, my channel is all about writing, reading, and the struggles of making a novel, writing a novel, completing a novel, the fun stuff. Alright, number 8. When did you start writing? I started writing, well, maybe not writing, but my creative finesse for storytelling began at a very, very young age, probably before I even started grade school. My mother's favorite phrase to use for me was, "Oh, there she is, she's just off in Kayla's world," where I was fantasizing about nonsensical things and creating characters and worlds and ideas and just living within my own head as a child, which was great. But so it started really young for me. I never really officially started writing due to my upbringing, but it's always been there, and I've always dreamed of characters and wanted to write a novel. In fact, in 2nd grade, when I was asked what I want to be when I grow up, I said I wanted to write a book, because that's what most children want to do with their lives. Anyway, so following along with that, question number 9 asks, what is the first story you wrote? Well, I actually wrote that story in 2nd grade because I wanted to write a book, and it was pretty much a cat version of my life. So I even drew all these really ridiculous little cat people pictures where it was a day in the life of these cats that went to school, and guess what? They all had the same names as my classmates, and we all did the same stuff we did in school, but it was a book about cats, because we were cats, because I like cats. But yeah, so that was my first story. I tried looking for it. I may have eventually gotten rid of it. It was not good. It wasn't good. But good for a 2nd grader, I'm sure. I'm sure my English teacher appreciated that one. And on to number 10. What authors have inspired you the most? So this one's actually challenging for me. So aside from all of the books I had to read going through school, kind of your typical Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, Shakespeare's collection of everything, the Odyssey, and then Hemingway and Walden. We read Walden in high school. I don't know why. But my favorite quote's from Walden, so that was worth it. I actually only recently started reading for fun. I went to engineering school. I did not have time to read, so my inspiration to write actually just comes from me. It's It's all up in there. It's always kind of been all up in there. Although with that, my favorite book is definitely Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. I read it multiple times. It was something that I think I did a report on in school. And then there's a movie based off of it. Of course, the movie's really confusing when you watch it as a child. But I own it, and it's sort of great with terrible graphics at this point in time. But, yeah, so I guess I could say Ray Bradbury, although I don't think my writing style is anything like his or is influenced at all by what he does, but we'll go with that. Number 11. Do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you get the time? Currently, I have been writing all of the time. I have spent the last week doing pretty much nothing but writing my book and researching writing stuff and working on my writing channel. So my life is all about writing right now. But with that, I would say most likely just any time that I have, I'm devoting to writing because I want to get this thing done and published. Number 12. Do you type on a computer, typewriter, by hand, or a blend of those? And where do you like to write? I would be shocked to find people still writing on a typewriter. But I use a blend of handwriting and typing. So my actual book and my story and everything related to it is typed up on my laptop. I sit in my living room in a weird little chair and I type on my laptop. My outlining notes and character development sheets, however, are all handwritten. I've tried to type them up and I just can't. For some reason, for me to kind of get inspired and feel creative and put characters down onto a sheet of paper, the sensation of holding a pen and writing on a piece of paper is what gets me through it, because I hate planning and outlining. It's the worst part for me. So I handwrite it. Alright. Now, for the final question, question number 13. What are you most looking forward to now that you're a part of Authortube? Well, I'm looking forward to being part of the writing community and kind of being able to show people what I've been up to, potentially help, younger, newer writers, people that may have struggled through the same difficulties coming from a conservative writing isn't a career background like I have. But really, I just want to get out there and talk with other writers and be able to get to know them and learn from them and share experiences and not be so alone in this crazy world of creativity and writing that most normal people are like, you're a writer? Okay, what's your real job? Those people. Anyway, so that's it for my Authortube Newbie Tag. Check out my other videos on my channel. If you really like what I have to say, feel free to subscribe. Lots of love is welcomed here. And I'll catch you guys next time. I'll probably be putting out quite a few videos this week. Other than that, I'm gonna go for once a week. I don't know which day yet. Maybe we'll say Tuesdays, since today's Tuesday. If I get it edited today on Tuesday. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.